Lazivo likes to talk about life while he's shooting people in the face. Lazivo.
What is going on, everybody? It's Lazivo here, back with some more Modern Warfare 3, playing a little hardcore search and destroy. This is really weird for me. I hardly ever play this game, but I do have friends that play it, so I kind of got sucked into a round of it. I was using the trophy system because I was getting tubed in the last game right before I got this gameplay, so that's why you see me put that thing down. I did cut out a little bit after my death there. That is my only death, so you won't have to put up with too much of it, but anyway, that's a little bit about what's going on here in the game, but I'm not going to talk about that. There's been something on my mind, and it happened because of a little Facebook war that I got in. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten in one of these where somebody posts something that's maybe, I don't know, political, religious, whatever, and then it kind of triggers something in your brain like, I want to chime in on this. Well, this happened to me. One of my buddies, I'm friends with his sister on Facebook, and she posted a video, which I will link to in the description, but it's of like an older black lady in a parking lot. I guess it was like at a Walmart, and she's like, the video starts and she's got a cane in one hand, and it's hard to see, but she's kind of wandering around in the parking lot, and in her other hand is a knife. Okay, like not a giant knife, like not Crocodile Dundee. That's a knife. It's not one of those. It's it's just a regular old pocket knife, but she's kind of, she's not really holding it to anybody's throat or anything, but she's got it in her hand, right? She's waving it around. Clearly, like, a scene has just happened, because shortly after that, the police show up, and they kind of jump out of the car, and you hear the lady. I think it's a lady cop. It's hard, like I said, the video is kind of far away. It's hard to tell, but you can hear her go, "Ma'am, put the knife down. Put the knife down." And the lady with the knife starts approaching the officer, not dropping the knife. Okay, keep this in mind. So then, the officer grabs her and kind of does this little judo throw, like you would see in like UFC or something. Kind of sticks her leg out and throws her over, and the lady's head cracks against the pavement. It's a pretty violent throw. I'm not gonna lie. It looks bad. So the lady's head's bleeding on the pavement or whatever, and then the crowd starts coming, right? Because they're all concerned for this old lady. I guess she was like 87 or something, right? And they're all concerned for her. So and they kind of start gathering around. And anyway, so that's kind of the end of the video. The rest of it kind of plays out with the cop. They did get the knife out of her hand. Obviously, they called some kind of paramedics or whatever, but they're kind of clearing this stuff out. And so I guess she posted the video like saying, "Can you look at this? Can you believe this? This is ridiculous. This is the police in America. This police brutality." And I guess I just had to chime in because it's just a sore subject for me, because you watch all these videos, the so-called police brutality videos on YouTube or wherever you want to find them, on the news, whatever, and I feel like there's a common theme in there, and that is like people not listening to the officers' demands when they're, especially someone holding a weapon. A knife is a weapon. It can kill you, right? People love going to Walmart and walking into the store and not having to worry about getting shanked on the way in. Yet, when somebody gets thrown down too hard, like, all of a sudden everybody's up in a roar. Me, personally, if someone's got a knife, I'm sorry, throw their ass down. I don't care. She made a comment like, well, what if she's mentally ill and doesn't know what she's doing? It's all the more reason to get the knife out of her hand. That's the way I look at it. It's all fun and games until someone you love gets, cut up or sliced up or whatever you want to call it. So I'm all for, if you got to throw her down, just throw her down. Get the knife out of her hand. That's priority number one. And, the officers have their own safety to worry about, not just everyone else, but, like, they have families to go home to. They don't want to get knifed at work or whatever. So, I don't know. I just have a sore spot for that. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. So I chimed in with sort of my response to that. And then, she responded back, and it kind of went back and forth, and other people jumped in, and it was just something that strikes a sore spot with me. I've been watching The Shield lately. I've been getting into that show, and there's a lot of that brutality stuff in there, but it's kind of it always seems like it happens to people that are either not listening to officers or people that are bad people, right? You get roughed up. I guess what I'm saying is no one's without guilt. Everyone seems to have. There's a reason why you get thrown down by the police, and you know. And then she kind of made a comment like, well, yeah, she's an old lady though, you didn't have to do that. I was like, well, what age do you decipher when it's okay to throw you down and when it's not? Like, you know, am I 78 and I have a knife? Do you throw me down? How about 68? You know, how about 52? When, like, what age do you get a license to just start waving knives around in parking lots? I don't know. It just really irked me, and I get a little fired up. You know, clearly she made a comment also like, you know, you see this is the problem. People shouldn't be afraid of the police. They're there to protect you. And I agree with that. You don't necessarily need to be afraid. If you don't agree with an officer when they tell you to do something, it's still in your best interest to do what they say. We have a judicial system where you can go in and protest things like that. You know, get a lawyer, fight it that way. You know, take evidence, get their badge number, you know, but in the moment, do what they say. I know you let your temper get in mind, you know, get in the way, but you gotta maintain control and realize what you're doing. Oh, by the way, this ballistic vest I picked up in this gameplay saves my ass. Keep that in mind that I'm running around with this thing. Ballistic vests are awesome in hardcore. I didn't really even know that till I started playing this. But anyway, I guess on a lighter note, I mean, that's my opinion. Like, listen to the police, even if you don't agree with them. Listen to them in the moment. Fight it later. That's what I'm saying. And then you don't have to worry about this stuff. So, but anyway, this discussion led to me starting to look up people getting tased on YouTube. I'm sorry, when people get tased, it is hilarious. I know people die and there's whatever, but watching people get tased on YouTube is I mean, that's like a night of fun. If you get a case of beer and just start watching people get tased, you will never laugh so hard in your life. It's just like the way they just like lock up and fall over. I know it's bad. I'm a horrible person, but I laugh when people fall down and all that stuff. Oh, there it is. Get turned on. Thank you, ballistic vest. But anyway, I don't know. It's kind of a sore spot for me. Like I said, I just get a little irked. People love their safety and their security, and then when you see things, you know, in effect or acted out, people get all upset about it, and it just really bothers me. You know, it's like, just listen to the police, do what they got to say. And even if you don't agree with it, go fight it later. You know, there's a time and a place for everything, and in the moment is not that. I watched a video where a lady was like, don't do this. The guy's going to tase her. He's like, don't do this in front of my kids. I'm getting back in my car. He's like, ma'am, don't get in your car. She's like, I'm getting back in my car. And she opens the door and zzz, just gets zapped. So, you know, I don't know. It's like, just do what they say, you know, and you're not going to have to worry about it. Anyway, that's my commentary. Let me know what you guys think of this stuff. Check out the video. I'll link it in the description, and that's it. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.